Welcome to 7 Pot Club. I'm Rob.
I grow hot peppers.
The star of today's episode is the Ecuadorian red pepper for hell. It's a Rocoto, one of the oldest domesticated peppers in the world. It's late October here in Minneapolis. Jack Frost has hit hard, and there's no more pretending that we can extend the outdoor growing season. Snow is coming next week. It's time to put the garden to bed for a long winter's nap, including these 3 Rocoto plants, a mini Rocoto red and 2 Ecuadorian red pepper for hell. This large one in the ground is already a goner, and the potted plants are hanging on only because we've been putting them on the back porch at night. I'm going to tell you a little about this unique species of pepper, do a tasting, hang the large plant for ripening, and then prepare the potted plants for overwintering. Let's get started. The scientific name for Rocoto is Capsicum pubescens. It's native to Bolivia and Peru and has been cultivated since ancient times. In Bolivia, it's known as locoto instead of rocoto. The red pepper for hell hails from Ecuador, right next door to Peru. I wonder if there are any Rocotos for sale in this Ecuadorian market. Pubescens means hairy, and if you look closely at the stem of a Rocoto plant, you'll see why. The flowers are usually purple bordered in white. This footage was taken at the end of August, and this plant still had blooms until early October. Let's cut one open and take a look. The pods have very thick walls. Also unique to this species are the dark brown to black seeds. In a temperate climate, the plants can grow quite large and live for up to 15 years. But since they can't survive frost, they can't be grown year-round in most of the U.S. As far as heat, most Rocotos fall between 30 to 50,000 Scoville units, roughly 10 times hotter than a jalapeno. The Ecuadorian red pepper for hell is a classic Rocoto in every way. Thick-walled, black seeds, purple flowers. The pods on our plants finally started ripening in early October. That's when I first gave one a taste. It took until October 9th to be able to say this, but I'm finally going to sample an Ecuadorian pepper for hell. This wonderfully large and interesting looking Rocoto pepper from Ecuador. Here's one of the plants. I've got a much larger one in the ground. Here's the potted version. And I've read that these are extremely hot, but that can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. I've grown Rocotos before, several different varieties, and I never found any of them spectacularly hot, but perhaps this one is the exception. So let's give it a try. It's so sweet and juicy. There's definite heat there, but it's not at all what I would call extremely hot. But, you know, that's not what's really important in a lot of peppers. It's that the taste is just excellent here. And I love this. I love that I'm out here on October 9th and it's over 70 degrees. Last week we were outside and it was 80 degrees. And I said, that's probably the last 80 degree day. This was probably the last 70 degree day. And I'm glad to be spending it outdoors here, tasting this delicious Rocoto pepper from Ecuador, the Ecuadorian pepper for hell. I don't know. You can see this if I hold it up to the camera, the distinctive black seeds of the Rocoto. I'm going to save some of these so I can plant this again next year. So delicious. All good things must come to an end, so it's time to chop this frost-bitten plant. It still has unripened fruit, so I'll hang it upside down in the garage to encourage the pods to turn red. Last year I hung several super hot plants, but this year we did something different. Back before the first frost, we donated the plants to our friends from Miss Jenny's Hot Sauce, and they came out and dug them out of the ground. Their grower is going to overwinter them to get a head start on next year's production. Now it's time to prepare the 2 potted Rocotos for overwintering. First, I'll remove all the unripened fruit, and we'll see if we can get the pods to ripen indoors. Then we'll trim them way back before repotting. The mini Rocoto red plant is still looking pretty good, but the red pepper for hell is looking kind of bedraggled, and I hope it survives the stress of pruning and repotting. Now it's time to clean the roots prior to repotting. The root system is quite dense and completely fills the pot, so we'll use a garden hose to wash off as much soil as possible, as well as any pests that might be lurking in there. This can take quite a while, but be patient and get the roots as clean as possible. I'm repotting in soil, but if I was going to switch these to hydroponic, I'd have to bring them indoors and wash them in the sink with dish soap to remove all traces of soil. I've washed and prepped 2 pots to serve as the plant's winter homes. To be extra careful, I sprayed the roots with neem oil prior to repotting. Last year I had aphids on my overwintered plants, and I don't want to revisit that nightmare. I'm using the same Pro Mix Ultimate Organic Mix I used for outdoor planting. On the other side of the driveway are stacks and stacks of decommissioned pots. Next season, I'll want to reuse a lot of the soil in these pots, so I'll need to make room in the garage. The fun part will be hauling them all in there and stacking them up. The repotted Rocotos are now down in the basement under the Sansi grow light I reviewed several weeks back, hoping to see new growth soon. Thankfully, we didn't get any snow this week after all. That gives us some more time for fall yard cleanup. All the pots have been stored in the garage. Hopefully, our overwintered plants will live to spend another summer outdoors. I'm already planning for next year, and we've frozen, dried, and smoked enough peppers to get us through the long winter. And I'm not going into hibernation. There will be new episodes all winter long. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and tap the bell to receive a notification each time we post a new episode. We have merch, 7-Pot Club logo merch, and also classic, clever, and quirky hot pepper themed apparel, stickers, magnets, and buttons available in lots of designs and colors. If you're interested, please head over to 7pot.club/merch to learn more. And for even more 7-Pot Club, follow our daily exploits on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. For 7-Pot Club, I'm Rob.